In a surprising turn of events, an elderly veteran named Harold was denied entry to a veterans museum, leaving him and many others bewildered. The museum, renowned for honoring those who have served in the military, stated that it had reached its visitor limit for the day, citing safety protocols. However, many felt this reasoning fell short, especially given Harold's remarkable history. Having served in the army during a pivotal time in history, he had always dreamed of sharing his stories with fellow veterans and younger generations. When Harold arrived at the museum, his heart filled with excitement, he was met with disappointment. The staff's refusal to let him inside felt unjust, especially because he had traveled a long distance to participate in a special event honoring his service and the sacrifices of countless others. As news of the incident spread, it ignited a wave of emotions among veterans and community members alike. People began questioning the museum's decision and whether it truly reflected the values of honoring military service. Feelings of frustration and sadness permeated the air as they rallied around Harold, advocating for his right to enter the museum that was meant to celebrate his legacy. Little did they know, this would soon catch the attention of someone unexpected, Jason Statham, who would step in to support Harold in an inspiring way. As news of Harold's denial spread, it caught the eye of Jason Statham, a well-known actor and action star. While scrolling through social media one evening, he stumbled upon a heartfelt post detailing the incident. The post included images of Harold, his distinguished medals glinting in the sunlight, and touching comments from supporters who felt the museum's decision was unfair. Moved by the story and recognizing the importance of honoring veterans, Statham felt compelled to take action. Without hesitation, he reached out to his team and started crafting a message to share with his millions of followers. In his post, Statham expressed his outrage over the treatment Harold received and emphasized how veterans like him deserve respect and recognition. He encouraged others to rally around Harold and called for a change in how institutions honor those who served. Statham's involvement quickly amplified awareness of the situation. His fans and fellow celebrities began sharing his message, creating a wave of support that extended beyond social media. Events were organized to honor veterans like Harold, drawing attention to their sacrifices. Statham also made plans to visit the Veterans Museum personally, hoping to meet Harold and show him that he was not alone in this fight for dignity and respect. This unexpected alliance would soon inspire many more people to stand up for veterans' rights. Harold, the elderly veteran at the center of this incident, has a rich and inspiring history. He served in the military during a crucial period, dedicating over 20 years to protecting his country. Throughout his service, he faced numerous challenges, including deployments in combat zones where he exhibited unwavering bravery. After retiring, Harold often shared stories of camaraderie and sacrifice with younger generations, hoping to instill in them the value of patriotism and respect for those who served. Visiting the Veterans Museum held special significance for Harold. It wasn't just about exploring the exhibits, it was an opportunity to connect with fellow veterans and honor their shared experiences. This particular visit was meant to coincide with a special event celebrating military history and recognizing veterans' contributions to society. Harold had been looking forward to this moment for weeks, eager to share his own stories and listen to others. The denial of entry felt like a personal blow not only to him but also to many who understood the sacrifices made by veterans like Harold. For him, the museum represented a place where he could feel valued and appreciated for his service, making the denial all the more painful. As support grew around him, it became clear that Harold's story resonated deeply with many who believe in honoring those who have served their country. The public's reaction to Harold's denial of entry was swift and passionate. Veterans and community members quickly voiced their outrage, expressing disbelief that an elderly veteran could be turned away from a place meant to honor his service. Many individuals took to social media platforms, sharing their own experiences of similar injustices and calling for accountability from the museum. Comments flooded in, with fellow veterans sharing their stories of sacrifice and reminding others of the respect due to those who served. Some wrote heartfelt messages about the importance of allowing veterans a space to connect with each other, emphasizing that experiences like Harold's should never happen again. Local news outlets picked up the story, prompting discussions on the treatment of veterans in society. Community gatherings began forming as supporters rallied around Harold, organizing events aimed at honoring all veterans and promoting awareness about their rights. Many expressed their intention to visit the museum to demand better policies regarding veteran access. The incident sparked conversations not only about the specific case but also about broader issues facing military veterans today. This collective support highlighted a strong sense of unity among those who believe in recognizing sacrifices made by service members. It became clear that the community stood firmly behind Harold, with many now eager to advocate for changes in how institutions honor and accommodate veterans like him. In the wake of the incident, Jason Statham took to social media to voice his strong feelings about the treatment of Harold and veterans in general. In a heartfelt post, he expressed his disbelief that anyone, especially a veteran, could be denied entry to a museum dedicated to celebrating their service. Statham emphasized that veterans deserve respect and recognition for their sacrifices, stating, "We should always honor those who have fought for our freedoms." He called for action, urging followers to support veterans and advocate against discrimination they might face. Statham highlighted the importance of creating spaces where veterans can share their stories and connect with one another. He wrote, "It's vital that we ensure our heroes feel valued and appreciated." The actor also participated in interviews where he elaborated on his thoughts regarding veterans' rights. He mentioned that every individual should feel welcome in places meant to honor them. His passion resonated with many, inspiring countless fans to join him in the fight against unfair treatment of veterans. Statham's words not only brought national attention to Harold's situation but also sparked broader discussions about how society treats those who have served in the military. His commitment to advocating for veterans made him a powerful voice in the movement for change, illustrating just how significant public figures can be when standing up for what is right. In response to the outcry over Harold's denial of entry, the Veterans Museum quickly issued a public statement addressing the incident. The museum acknowledged the confusion and frustration it caused, admitting that their visitor limit policy had not been adequately communicated. They expressed regret for the distress Harold experienced and emphasized their commitment to honoring veterans and ensuring they feel welcome. To prevent similar incidents in the future, the museum announced several changes to their policies. They decided to implement a special access program specifically for veterans, allowing them priority entry to events and exhibits. This program aimed to ensure that veterans like Harold could visit without facing unnecessary barriers. Additionally, the museum pledged to increase community outreach efforts, inviting local veterans to share their stories and experiences within its walls. The museum also organized a public forum where community members could voice their opinions and suggestions about how to better support veterans. This initiative demonstrated their willingness to listen and adapt based on feedback from those they serve. As Jason Statham planned his visit, the museum prepared for an event that would celebrate veterans like Harold, providing an opportunity for them to connect with one another and be recognized for their sacrifices. The response not only aimed to rectify past mistakes but also sought to strengthen relationships between the museum and the veteran community moving forward. The incident involving Harold's denial of entry to the Veterans Museum sparked a much-needed conversation about the respect and support that veterans deserve. As news spread, it became clear that many people were unaware of the challenges veterans often face when seeking recognition and access to public spaces. This situation led to increased awareness not only about the specific incident but also about the broader issues affecting veterans across the country. In response, various organizations began launching awareness campaigns aimed at educating the public on veterans' rights and the importance of honoring their sacrifices. Community leaders organized events such as Veterans Appreciation Days, where local heroes were celebrated and given a platform to share their stories. These gatherings encouraged open dialogue between veterans and community members, fostering understanding and support. Additionally, social media played a crucial role in amplifying these conversations. Hashtags like #HonorOurVeterans and #RespectOurHeroes became trending topics, encouraging people to share their thoughts and experiences. Many individuals began advocating for improved policies at local institutions to ensure that veterans are treated with the dignity they deserve. This movement, inspired by Harold's experience, not only highlighted the need for better treatment of veterans but also brought communities together, reminding everyone of the vital role service members have played in protecting freedoms. As Jason Statham's planned visit approached, anticipation grew for an event that would not just honor Harold but also emphasize collective commitment to supporting all veterans. In conclusion, Jason Statham's role as a public figure in advocating for veterans' rights has proven to be both impactful and inspirational. His passionate response to Harold's denial of entry not only brought attention to a specific injustice but also illuminated the broader themes of respect and acknowledgement for those who have served in the military. Statham's willingness to use his platform for advocacy underscored the importance of standing up against discrimination and recognizing the sacrifices of veterans. The ripple effect of this incident highlighted how one event can spark widespread awareness and unite communities in support of a noble cause. Through Statham's efforts and the collective voices of veterans and supporters, conversations about honoring service members transformed into actionable steps toward change. The initiatives launched by the Veterans Museum and other organizations showcased a commitment to ensuring veterans are treated with the dignity they deserve. As Statham prepared to meet Harold and participate in community events, it became evident that this story had ignited a movement centered on advocating for veterans' rights. It served as a reminder that every individual, regardless of their background, has an important role in championing justice and recognition for those who sacrifice for others. This narrative reinforced the idea that together, communities can create lasting change while ensuring that past mistakes lead to a brighter future for veterans everywhere.